Hey guys, we're going to do our homework for 10-4. So make sure you upload with your notes and these homework problems for all your points. So it says, this question's like example 1 and 2 in the book. What's the measure of AD? So the measure of AD would be, if we added these two together, notice they make this tip of the cone, 68 is half the snow. So if we do 68 times 2, 12, 136, then all this snow should add up to 136. So if this part is 91, we would do 4 there, right? So that would have to be 45, because 45 plus 91 is 136. And 136 is the tip of the cone, 68 is half the snow, 136. So we get our answer, 45. Okay, next question. So I'm just going to kind of erase some of this. I would leave it on your paper, but I'm just going to erase it for clarity. BDC. So BDC. Well, that's a big arc here. This arc is, it looks messy. This arc is what they want. So interesting. That's kind of straightforward, because if that's 110, this would be 360, take away 110. So 250. All right, now what is angle BAD? So BAD, yep, we got a quad stuck in here. So if you looked at my lesson check video, you're like, okay, those have to be supplements. Angle A and angle C have to add up to 180 because they're opposite a quadrilateral trapped. So angle A is the one we're solving for, right? And angle C is 68. So that's why we just need to subtract from 180. One. Now question, new picture, SU is a tangent at T, find the measure. So just as we've been showing, two chords, the tip of the angle formed by two chords is half the snow. Here as well, of angle formed by a tangent in a chord would have that same effect. So this arc is twice of 67. So we'll go ahead and double 67. So this green part is 134. And they're telling us this part of it is 74. So if we take that off of there, we should get this. So this part, VT, is 60 degrees because 60 plus 74 is 134. And 67 is half of the snow, 134. So let's see what they're asking of us. They're asking, what is TWX? TWX. Interesting. And then 28 says, what is TWV? Well, this one we can do right now, because we said this snow is 60, which would mean the tip of this cone is half the snow. So that'd be 30. Okay, so we solved that part, 30 degrees. So what would I need to know here? Well, trying to think here. I'm trying to find TWX. TWX. I need this arc, and then I'll cut it in half. So this is a diameter, right? So if that's a diameter, you know this angle is 180, right? So this is 180. That's half of the whole circumference. So it looks like this arc here would just be 180, take away the green arc, which was 134. Okay, so I get 46. So to figure out this angle, I'm just going to cut that in half. $23. All right, new picture. What would be the measure MJN? MJN, so that's an inscribed angle. And that one, they've actually already given us. If this, again, if you're having trouble keeping track of this, remember if the central angle is 90, then we call this 90 degrees of arc, right? Each of these are 90 degrees of arc. That's 90 degrees of arc. This is 90 degrees of arc. And this is 90 degrees of arc. So our arc can be measured based on our central angle. So using that same idea, I can say this arc is 96 degrees. But now this angle is much, so this angle is bigger than 90. This angle is smaller than 90. And the reason is it's supposed to be half as much, right? Tip of the cone is half the snow. So when I cut 96 in half, I get 48 degrees. Okay. 31 says, what is the measure of HJN? HJN. Interesting. Well, that is an angle formed by a tangent line and a chord. So it's the tip of this cone should be half the snow, its intercepted arc. So we're going to take half of 126. And we get 63. Cool. All right. Yep. Okay, we finished that page. And after 31, we're going to go to the last page here and do these two questions. Write an expression that represents the measure of DGF. DGF. Okay, so what is an expression? It's something with letters and usually letters and numbers. Okay, well, we're told this arc is X. Okay, so this arc, right, should be 360 take away X. Then to figure out the angle we need here, right, this arc, right, is 360 minus X. To find out this angle right here, we just divide that in half. So that should be the measure of this angle. So let me walk that back again. If my arc is 360 minus X, then my angle has to be half that, so I can divide that by 2. Now, you could also show it like this, 180. You could distribute that 2 on the bottom, so do 360 divided by 2 minus X divided by 2. So that's 180, take away X minus 2. This would also be a correct answer. Both of these are correct. They are equivalent. 39. Segment AB is a tangent, okay, at A. And now they want to know, what is the measure of DAC? DAC. Okay, well, once again, this is a diameter, right? So we know that the arc to the left and the arc to the right are both 180. What else do we know? Well, we know this arc length is 130, so half of 130 is 65. So we know this angle is 65. Yeah, since that's a diameter, there's a couple ways to do this one. We know this angle is 90, take away 65. 325. So, okay, so this angle is 25. And that's the angle they want to know, DAC. It's 25, so I'm going to pick it, 25. Again, I kind of foreshadowed, you could have done it another way. We know the green and the blue arcs have to add up to 180 because that's a diameter. So if we took the green, and again, this is, I already solved it, but this would just be another way to maybe think of it. I know the blue arc is 50, so the tip of my cone has to be half the snow. So half of 50 is 25. Awesome. Nice job.